Hi guys, it's Lunar here. Welcome to the Skyrim Special Edition mod video, where we cover all the latest console mods out for Skyrim on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. If you have not done so yet, check out today's previous video for 6 more awesome mods to look through. As always guys, I don't like to waste much time and prefer to just jump in and look at the mods, so we could just jump straight to our first one. Our first mod is called Craze and is a small work in progress mod that adds several things and plans to add a lot more stuff to the mod over time. So far, here is what the mod adds. 2 new followers, or merchants, called Crabber K and Crabber Kim, located in the Crabber Shanty southwest of Marthal. 2 new types of giant talking mud crab, complete with giant mud crab legs which can be cooked, as well as an epic boss named Olaf the Victorious. A new giant talking mud crab follower named Herald the Heroic. Some awesome loot in Olaf the Victorious chests. You can vanquish the boss and see it for yourself, so I won't give away any spoilers. Also, the PS4 version is coming soon, so it's not out yet, but I put PS4 in the title, as it might be out now if you're watching this video. Next up though, we do have another PS4 mod. This adds a couple of recolors to different armors for PlayStation 4. All these mods will alter weapons and armors in game. First is the Gilded Elven Armory, and this replaces all Elven armor and Elven weapons. The Black Blades armor, that alters the Blades armor and shield. The helmet and boots cannot be changed though. Finally, the Steel Ebony Armory. This replaces Ebony armor and weapons to a steel look and covers the Ebony mail as well. Everything is changed in the Ebony section with this one, except for Ebony arrows. So overall, some really cool armor recolors. Our next mod is called Manny Marco Follower. The mod adds Manny Marco as a follower into Skyrim. He has the voice of Manny Marco from Elder Scrolls Online, and he has a couple of attacks. He can shoot a beam that drains stamina and magicka and does damage to the enemy. It's a support class spell, and at close range he can shoot spiky shadow skills at the target to do damage. He can also call for the Worm Cult to support him in his battles as well. You can make him a follower and you can trade with him, but you can't tell him what to do unfortunately, but it's still a cool follower mod if you like Elder Scrolls Online. Next up we have Whiterun Farm and Ayer's Rest. The mod adds 2 player homes for a player to buy. Whiterun Farm, located in Whiterun Hold, east of Whiterun City near Battleborn Farm. Ayer's Rest is a small house located in Riverwood, behind the inn. The player can hire the ancient owner of the house's dog, Baldwin, and if you use Baldwin as a follower, you can still hire another animal to be your follower as well. Now usually guys I tell you about the house's features, but you can see that in the video. I'm going to go over some other stuff that the mod gives you. So in order to get the Whiterun Farm, you have to go fetch the Dragonstone from Varanger and deliver it to him. Go to Whiterun Farm and pick up the note that is pinned to the door. You need to find 10,000 gold septums and go see the current Jarl Steward in Whiterun. In exchange for the money, he will give you the key to the player home and take the note. In order to get Ayer's Rest, you have to do the exact same thing, except you need 2,000 gold septums for that one. Even though it's in Riverwood, you still go see the Jarl of Whiterun. Finally, here are some other things that this mod adds. The player will get the Well Rested bonus when you sleep at the farm or the house. The player will get the share of the profits generated by the farm. Once a month, the player will have to talk to Alia, the old woman who tends the farm with her husband Bjorn, and she will give the share of the profits, ranging from 50 to 500 septums, at the beginning of each month after the player has bought the farm. The player can harvest the crops from Alia and sell them to her, making them friends. Consequently, Alia and Bjorn will allow the player to take the things in their own homes. The player will also be able to get mead from the mead barrels inside of the house. Activating the barrel will add 5 bottles of Nord mead to the player's inventory. The player will also be able to take water from the horse troughs, the one on the farm territory, not the others. Activating the horse trough will add 1 bottle of water to the player's inventory. Finally, if the player is homeless or you're too drunk to find your keys, there is now an invisible bed in the stables. So overall, a really cool mod that adds 2 new player houses for you to find in-game. Next up, we have Lunar Forge weapons. The mod is another attempt at completing the unfinished job and bringing the Lunar Forge weapons into Skyrim. The Lunar Forge is situated at the top of the Silent Moon ruins northwest of Whiterun. During the day, the forge can be used to make any weapons you can make at any other forge. At night though, between 9 PM and 5 AM, things are different. On the nearby workbench, you'll find a book that describes the effects the forge applies to weapons made and used during the night when the moons are out. So here are the Lunar Forge enchantments. As described in the book, the Lunar Forge enchantment absorbs a relatively small amount of health from the target. This enchantment is level 10, 20 or 30 points during 3 seconds per hit. For crafting the weapons, the level of enchantment applied to the weapons depends on the player's level at smithing. Under 30, you will make the weapons absorb 10 points for 3 seconds. Between 30 and 60, you will absorb 20 for 3 seconds. And from level 60, you'll make weapons that absorb 30 points of health from the target during 3 seconds. All the weapons can be improved at any sharpening wheel, even if you don't have the arcane perk, and obviously none of the weapons can be enchanted again as they already are. Our final mod, guys, is a really awesome one called the Book of UMP. The mod adds into Skyrim over 350 new armor pieces to the game that are on top of the vanilla armors. So this mod does not replace armors in the game but adds to them. So what does the mod actually add? Well, here is just some of the amount of new chest pieces that there are. There are 8 branded iron armors, 8 iron armors, 11 fur, 8 hide, 20 steel, 8 plate, 44 guard armors, 11 forsworn, 5 draugr, 10 orcish, 11 dwarven, 11 dragonbone, and 7 dragon scale armors. And this is just the chest pieces I listed. There are literally hundreds of boots, gloves, masks, gorgets, helmets, bags, and cloaks added to the game as well. The armor pieces are fully integrated into the game, can be enchanted, NPCs will use them, stores will sell them now, you can craft and temper them, find them in loot and rewards as they are part of the level list. Overall, guys, a really amazing mod that adds in 4.5 times the amount of armor pieces into Skyrim that was in the original vanilla game, making this probably one of the best mods so far for Skyrim Special Edition on consoles, and it's already one of the highest rated mods in the last month after just the first day, so that tells you it's an awesome mod. It does, however, have a drawback though, that the file size is over 700 megabytes, but I definitely think it's worth it getting so many awesome and new armor pieces for you to craft in-game. Well guys, there we have it, 6 awesome mods that you should definitely download and try out for yourself, especially that last one. If you enjoyed today's video, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back again soon with more Skyrim console mods. Until then though guys, stay awesome, and I will see you all next time.